So if you watch this channel a little bit, you'll know that I like to push myself physically, and sometimes it doesn't, the best things don't happen. I have a video on my channel called Almost Died in Japan, where I just get heat stroke while going for a really long run late night in Japan. And that was a 10-mile run, and I've done 3 10-mile runs in my life. The first one ever, wait, no, maybe I've done 4. No, actually I've done 4. I've done 4 10-mile runs in my life. One, that was the first one I did ever, like in cross country. It was like chill with friends. It took a while. It was all good. Second one, when I moved out, living with my old roommate, Jaren, I freaking absolutely died. I didn't drink any water beforehand. I didn't eat any food, but I just wanted to do something really hard. And I actually just like got so unbelievably cooked. It was like one of the hardest runs of my life. Third 10-mile run I did in Japan, because I did like 2 runs. I did like a 4 and a 6-mile run. And that one, we all know how it went. Actually, like really, really not good. The 4th 10-mile run I did the other day, guys. And I did not actually die, okay? Nor did I... Wait, what's the word? Like when it's like not real, but like real, it's like a figure of speech. I didn't like die, but I did... Okay, point is, I really could just not think of the word. Point is, I went on this really long run, and I want to talk about it a little bit, because it was the easiest 10-mile run that I've ever been on, which was it just felt really good. I slowed my pace down a lot, so my heart rate was just like lower than it normally is on runs. It was still probably a little high. It was like in the 170s or something, which like if you're like running and you want to get better at running, you like want to run at a pace that you can hold a conversation, and you want to have like a lower heart rate. But I was like going easier than I usually do, which is maybe an indicator that I run a little bit too fast for like where my fitness is at. But I went on a 10-mile run, and I actually wasn't even planning for it to be a 10-mile run. I've been doing a mile every single day with some of my friends, and it's been really good. I've really enjoyed running every single day. Like, even when you don't want to, it's a good way to start the day, gets your body moving, blood flowing. I think it's really good. But today, I was like I said, I wasn't even planning to go for a 10-mile run. I just started running, and I don't know what sparked the idea, but at some point, maybe like a mile into the run, I sort of committed to running like 2 or 3 more miles. And then around 3 miles, I hadn't turned around yet. And so I'm like, okay, this is going to be a 6-mile run right here. And then I was like, screw it. I'm just going to like go on the longest run I've ever gone on in my life. That's what this run is going to turn into. So I kept running, and about 4 miles, I was still a little iffy. I'm like, okay, I still have to run another mile out and then run all the way back if I want to commit to this 10 miles. But I just like couldn't stop thinking about the idea. I'm just like living life, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna send it. I was feeling really good. Like I was saying, I wasn't pushing any crazy pace or anything. It just felt very easy, to be honest, the run. Like I wasn't dying. It was just a very aerobic exercise where, like, cause it was like an hour plus long run. You know what I mean? So I get to 5 miles, and I turn around. Actually, it wasn't actually 5 miles because my watch didn't track my first half mile. So I actually did a 10.5-mile run. I know, guys, kind of breaking PBs all over the place. But my watch just didn't track it, and it was like really annoying. So I just had to run even further. The interesting bits about the run, though, sort of happen about the 6-mile mark. Because about the 6-mile mark, I'm still feeling really good, but my left foot goes numb. Like, it starts to go numb. Not completely numb, but, like, 90% numb. Like, I just, like, can't feel my foot. And it's, like, a little bit concerning. But the last time I did a 10-mile run, like, besides the one that was in Japan, my foot also went numb. And I just stopped. I thought it was because I tied my shoes too tight. But that definitely wasn't the case this time. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, like, a slight variation in my running form. Maybe it's the fact that I had just been running for like close to an hour at that point, but my foot just went numb. And so I stopped for like 30 seconds or like a minute to like shake it out, and it kind of like stopped, but then it like went numb again like another mile or 2 later, and I was a little bit concerned, but I wasn't gonna stop running. So I kept running, which is maybe not good advice. Don't take this as advice. probably stop when your foot goes numb. But like it was chill. And then another mile goes by and I like get the feeling back in my foot. And like it sort of goes in and out. Maybe it'll get numb for a second. Maybe like my right foot, like my right toe will go numb. So I don't really know what's going on. Maybe I need to like stretch more. Maybe like the nerves aren't like in my legs aren't like as used to like running long distances as they should be. I don't really know. But I get to about 8 miles and I start looking at my watch and it's getting really close to an hour and a half. And I'm like, if I crank up the pace, can I run under an hour and a half? Because this whole time, distance has been the main thing in my mind. I haven't really been worrying about the pace I've been running. I've just wanted to go like really, really far. But I get down to 9 miles and I look at the time and it's like 2 hours and like 21 minutes or 22 minutes. I'm like, okay, I've been running like a 9-minute pace this whole time or something. I think it was something like that, around a 9-minute pace this whole time, which I was really happy with, by the way. Like all the other runs that I've been on actually just destroyed me. And here I was just cruising. Like I was still running. I was feeling great. And I forgot to eat beforehand too. So it was like weird. I did drink this time. And so I'm thinking to myself, I kind of really want to break sub 130. That would be really cool. And so I bump up the pace. And I'm honestly surprised with how well I'm bumping up the pace. I thought I would be mega cooked at this point. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling like I can run fast. And so another couple minutes go by. I look at my pace again. And I'm not going to be able to remember all the paces and stuff, so it might not be super accurate. But I look at my pace and I'm like, oh, crap. Wait, this is actually going to be really close if I get sub 130 or not. And so I bump up the pace again. And I'm starting to run fast. Dude, if you look at my stats, maybe I'll put a screenshot on the video real quick because I think it's kind of funny. I just slowly increase my pace the entire run. Like, I mean, I'm not like going like crazy fast, but I bump it all the way up to like 5:55 at the very end. That was like my fastest pace is what my watch said. So I'm just like cranking and cranking and cranking. And I'm watching my time. And I'm starting to realize I'm like, uh-oh. Did I like start running fast enough soon enough? Like, am I actually going to be able to break sub 130? It would just be so lame if I think to myself, I have to break sub 130 here. And then I crank up the pace and I crank up the pace and I'm just like I'm really like sucking wind at this point. And I'm like, I just have to hit this. There's no world that I don't hit it. I can run faster. So I run faster and faster. And I'm running at like my mile PB pace at the very end. And I'm thinking to myself, how am I doing this? I've just run 9 miles. How do I feel so good right now? And so I finished the mile. Like, I zoom past this one lady, and she's probably looking at me like, there's no way that, like, like I'm running way too fast for, like, what I should be doing. But I finished the mile, and I had 20 seconds to spare. I freaking did it, bro. And it felt so good. Like, I had no goals starting out on this run, but I freaking ran the furthest that I've ever run, and I did it under an hour and a half, and it just felt, like, amazing. I was so surprised how, like, strong I felt that last mile. And I think it's all because I've just been running every single day. Like, that's all it's been. So shout out Curry and Danny for like starting it, and then they invited me to run a mile with them every day on like January 2nd, and I've been doing it every day ever since. But I finished that run, and low-key, I'm a little bit cooked. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I started limping. I started limping home because my foot just hurt so bad. Also, I think I kind of pulled my glute like a day or two before, so I was trying to take things easy. For the next couple of days, but then I kind of just like sent 10 miles and I was like, I just have to get this 10 miles, and there's no way I'm not running every single day, so maybe I shouldn't have done 10 miles that day. It's like weird because I wasn't sure how bad I pulled my glute and like it hurt, but I wasn't sure if I should just like keep running because I'm going to keep running anyways. The point is, I pulled my glute like the day or two before, and then I finished the run and my foot just hurts, bro. Like, I can't put a ton of pressure on it, so I literally am just limping home. I order myself a peanut butter and chocolate like shake from Jamba Juice to like just like get a whole bunch of calories in me, and I'm like, I deserve this. Like I need food. I don't want to spend any time cooking. So I overlap the walking home with ordering that, so like I don't have to wait as long. And it's brilliant. The shake is so good. But I'm a little bit concerned that my foot hurts so much, and I just stay off it the entire day, which is really easy for me to do, right? Because like I just like play Minecraft and like make videos all day long, which is really nice. So I go to bed, and it hurts when I'm sleeping, and it's honestly a little bit hard to sleep because my foot hurts a little bit. And I debate like getting some ibuprofen to like sleep, but after a little bit of debating, I fall asleep and I'm totally good. You know, I have a pretty good sleep schedule. Like I can fall asleep in a couple minutes once I like finish my wind down routine, which is really nice. I've been like so on lock with that. So I go to the bed and I wake up, and it still hurts to walk, and so I'm still limping around the house and like not putting a ton of weight on it, and I'm like, frick, dude, I actually don't know if I can run today. Like I promised myself that I was gonna do a mile every single day for the whole year, and I'm just like, I can probably walk, but I don't know if I can run. And so the whole day I'm just like sitting in my chair. I'm not doing a ton of stuff. Also, watch this Zero. This Zero is freaking awesome. I love this end fight. This is like one of the coolest end fights I've ever done. But so I'll like we'll wrap up the story after this end fight. This deserves some attention because it's crazy, bro. I do like a crazy last double bed, and now I'm shooting down crystals. I'm like, there's no way I take the dragon out. I'm trying to hit them as he's close to the crystals, and it kills it right there. But then he breaks my block and I die. It was actually such a cool end fight. It would have been like a cool speed run. But I'll finish the story real quick. I'm really concerned that like I'm like so invested in showing up every single day and running a mile. But my foot's hurting, and I know I'm gonna be taking it really easy for the next couple of days because of the 10-mile run. And I don't really like want to injure myself a ton. So I'm like trying to take it easy. I dealt with injuries like in the past playing sports and whatnot. But the end of the day comes, the sun is setting, it's like 5:30 or something. It's the winter right now. And I'm like, okay, it's either now or never. And I lace up my shoes, and it hurts a little bit to walk on, but nothing that would be concerning for like injuring it even more. And I freaking go on the run, and I run a mile. Granted, it was like at 11-minute pace. It was barely a run. Okay, it was a very slow jog. But I freaking did it, and I was so proud of myself. So I hope you enjoyed me yapping about running. I think it's really cool. I'm going to be going on more 10-mile runs. They'll probably get easier and easier. But the other thing I wanted to mention is I couldn't believe how many people commented about just me mentioning Imp and Skiz. I didn't realize there was like such a big crossover. They're like in one of the few spheres of Minecraft that I feel like I have no interaction with, like the Hermitcraft Life Series-esque kind of like friend group. I just couldn't believe how many comments were like, dude, we need Rec Rap on the Imp and Skiz podcast. So if you're listening, I'd love to be on the podcast, but I don't think it'll happen. Like I said, they're like in a totally different area of Minecraft. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys go kill it today. Hope you have a wonderful day. And if not, I'm sorry. Hopefully this video made it a little bit better, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, peace.